let's show you guys quickly how Okta and Shape work together. I'm going to play the part of what Shape might consider a good user, someone who doesn't trigger any fraud alerts. So I'm going to sign into the bank with my usual login flow. While I'm doing this, Shape is analyzing everything about me. How fast I type, whether it appears I'm copying and pasting usernames and passwords. That's a really common thing in password spray attacks. Whether this is a device I normally use, a time I normally use, and I'm going to transfer $1,000 from my corporate account to my checking account. And Shape's already decided that it's me. So when I go to submit transfer, it's reviewed by the Shape fraud headers, and Shape says there's no MFA required by fraud policy. You can see we've got it up in the console here for you guys to see a bit more easily what's going on. And there we go. I've already had $1,000 transferred, and I saw no friction on my side. All right, so now we're going to see what happens when Shape suspects a possible fraud. As you can see, Mike is logging in and providing his credentials. Shape is noticing something off in the background right now. Maybe Mike is really clearly copying and pasting his credentials when he doesn't normally do that. Maybe his behavior patterns, time of day, IP are off. Whatever it is, Shape is thinking that there's a risk that this isn't Mike. So Mike is going to go do a transfer of $1,000 from corporate to checking, same as we just did, but the app is going to behave differently. Shape is going to ask Mike for a step-up authentication. And as you can see on the console, Shape has required MFA by fraud policy. Luckily, it's Mike, so he provides a step-up, and the transfer is successful. Now, outside of Shape, you can configure a requirement to step up authentication for high-risk transactions and large ones. So Mike is transferring $5,000, and he's required to step up again. As you can see, the policy triggered is different. Check the side console there. We've got MFA required for high-value transactions. So since Mike transferred a large amount of money, he had to use Okta Verify again. Luckily, he had his phone, so he was successful, and Mike successfully transferred $5,000.